my channel. Today we're going to be making something that I love. One of the things that I absolutely love, honey, is a good old juicy tender steak. Today we're going to be making reverse seared ribeye with a bacon butter. Ha! Thank you, Lord. I love to cook my steaks reverse seared because if you ever have a problem with cooking steaks, this is a great way to make sure that your steak comes out tender and juicy and super flavorful every single time. Not like when you go down to the steak houses, like the expensive steak houses, and they give you that steak that just melt in your mouth. I mean like the steak that's no teeth for your beef type steak. Reverse searing allows you to get that same exact flavor right in the comfort of your home. So with reverse searing, you basically do the total opposite of kind of how you usually cook your steaks. Most people start their steaks on the stove first and then they put them in the oven to finish cooking, depending on how thick your steak is. But today, we're gonna do the total opposite. We're gonna start our steak in the oven, low and slow, for about 25 to 30 minutes. Then we're gonna finish it on the stove and baste it with some good old butter, okay? Oh, Lord. So, today I'm gonna teach you guys how to get that sopped up, meaty, hallelujah, flavor that you get from the steakhouses without all of the dry aging that they do. You can do this with any cut of steak. I'm telling you, if you do it this way, you ain't gotta worry about nobody talking about you behind your back when they leave your house. Talking about, girl, she thought that steak was good, but honey, it was tough as Joe's toenails. No. Okay, this is a way for you to get that socked up flavor that you want up in there, okay? And get that melted butter going down your throat. Hey! Thank you! Do it this way, and you're gonna win every time. And one of the things that I love about reverse searing is after you sear on the stove, you can cut right into it. Yeah, I said it. You ain't got to let it rest. You ain't got to let it do nothing. You can cut right into the steak and get dinner on the table. So, without further ado, like they say up in the church, let's get into the tutorial, y'all. So first I'm going to start with my steak, and I'm just going to pat it dry. Now my steak is room temp. You never want to cook your steak right out of the pack. Make sure you allow it to rest and get room temperature. I'm going to season it with some beef bouillon because I feel like that's going to give it that socked up flavor we want. We can make it meaty and rich. Some salt, some pepper, and also some garlic powder. This is a thick cut of steak, so it can take a little bit of salt. And I'm going to use kosher salt because I feel like it gives a nice crust on steak. And just pat it in and rub it in. Make sure you get all that seasoning up in there, okay? Then I'm going to place it on a rack. Now, everybody should have one of these. If you don't, go to the Dollar Tree and get you a baker's rack or a cooling rack, and then just place it on top of an oven-safe pan. And we're going to put this in a 250-degree oven for about 30 minutes, all right? Put it in the oven. It's going to come out looking just like this, almost like a fake dry age, okay? You're going to let it rest for about 15 minutes while your steak is resting after you removed it from the oven. After the 30 minutes it's been in there, we're going to start on the butter. So we're going to take a half a stick of butter, soften, we're going to take some chopped cooked bacon. I'm going to take some green onions. I'm going to also use that beef bouillon powder that I love. Put that right up in that butter, baby, and I'm put my garlic powder up in there too. Make sure you get all your garlic powder off your hand, honey, because you know I want my seasoning to be soft too. All right, then we're going to just give this a mix, and what I want to do is sit it in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes. While the butter is in the fridge, we're going to work on the steak, y'all. The steak has rested. I got a smoking hot cast iron or pan. Make sure it's smoking hot. Cut the vent on over the stove, okay? Because we don't need the fire department coming knocking up at your door talking about, ma'am or sir, what's really going on up in here? Don't do that, okay? Make sure it's nice and smoking hot. When you add your oil, get it hot, then you're going to add your steak. Don't move it. Do not move the steak once you add it. I'm going to cook my steak for 3 minutes because I like medium rare steak. That's the only way I feel like you need to eat a steak. Okay, I'm going to cook mine for 3 minutes on each side. As you can see now, I'm going to flip that bad boy over. Ain't she pretty? Look at her. Baby, this is about to be good as hell. All right, and I'm going to take some butter, about 2 tablespoons, after I flip the steak over. And then we're going to baste this. We're just going to let the butter melt all around the crust of that steak. You see? You're going to tilt your pan, just like we did in my last ribeye video. Tilt your pan a little bit, and you're going to baste it for about maybe 10 to 12 little baste thingies I just did. You know what I'm talking about. And that's how the steak looks. You're going to take it out, and you don't even have to let it rest. You can cut right into it, because that is the beauty of reverse searing. We're going to top it with that bacon butter we made. Just smear it on there. That's right, smear it. I Don't do no dollop. I want you to smear it all on there, just like that. Let that butter get up in the creases and the crevices of that steak, okay? And you know I like mine to be soaked up, so I'm gonna top it with a little bit more leftover bacon. Yes, I did. Add some green onion because we wanted it to look pretty. All right, and there it is, y'all. Let me tell you something. You need no teeth for the beef, baby. This is rich. It is meaty. It is delicious. It is decadent. And, baby, it melts in your mouth just like butter. Yes, it does. And it is so good. Look at it. Just take a minute. Look at that. Perfect medium rare steak. Now, if you like your steak to be well done, I don't know why you want that, but whatever. Just cook it a little bit longer on each side. I'll have some notes in the description box for you, baby. But let me tell you something. This right here, baby. Y'all. I just cut a few little pieces of the steak because I had to taste it. Let me tell you something. I can put this steak in my mouth and just swallow. I ain't even got to chew it. It's so tender. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at that. You got to, this is how you do it. It got to be sopped up. Sock that butt up in there. Look at that. Perfect temperature.